Well, let's go to the issues relating to this matter, and let's get some perspectives on this one, what the federal government hopes and why they're making that decision. Joining us on the program tonight is the President's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina, joins us on the program tonight. Thank you so much, Mr. Adesina, for your time today. Let me begin by asking you, where is that money, the 322 million US dollar Abacha loot recovered from Swiss?
Thank you. Good evening, viewers. Well, there's something called a day after the fair. I think that motion that came is just like a day after the fair, because already the money being talked about is in 2018 budget. It has been appropriated. If you look at the breakdown of the budget being given by the Minister for Budget and National Planning, in slide 16, item L, there's an item called recoveries and fines. Slide 16, item L, recoveries and fines. There is the figure of 138 billion naira appropriated under recoveries and fines. That money is already part of that 138 billion naira. So budget 2018 already encapsulates that money. So if the House of Reps is talking about the money not appropriated, it's a day after the fair. That eventuality has happened already. So, and okay, please go on.
Are you saying the money is in the coffers of the federal government, and which account? Is it in the consolidated revenue account?
All that I know is that that money has been budgeted. Whichever account it is, I do not know. You may need to ask the Ministry of Finance, but it has been appropriated. It has gone through the process of budgeting. It's part of the 138 billion naira under recoveries and fines.
What then informs the federal government decision to want to give the monies to the poorest of Nigerians, as the federal government has stated earlier in the past weeks that they're going to spend the money on the poorest of the poor?
Yeah, thank you. There is what is called the Social Investment Program, started by this administration. There are 4 key components under that program. You have the conditional cash transfer, in which the sum of 5,000 naira is given monthly to the poorest of the poor. Then you have the microcredit scheme for traders. You have the homegrown school feeding, and then you have the Empower. Those are the 4 components of the Social Investment Program. Now, one of the components, conditional cash transfer, has been in operation. And that is the one in which the poorest of the poor are given 5,000 naira monthly. That is what that money is going to be used for. You know that before these looted funds are recovered, the country returning the money, particularly if it's America, wants to know how the money is going to be used, so that the money doesn't stand the risk of the loot being relooted. You know, we have seen that in this country before, when recovered loots were relooted again.
Mr. Adesina, one of the questions being asked is, will the federal government give details of what these monies have been spent for in the past, and the details of all of the recovered money, repatriated money under the Abacha loot? Is the federal government ready to release the details of that?
Yes, if you ask the appropriate quarters that question, I'm sure they will give you the answer.
Okay, because another issue raised, Mr. Adesina, is the fear that if you're giving this money to the poorest of the poor, disbursements of this money may also involve relooting of the fund. So a lot of experts have faulted that decision. They had said, look, why not invest this money in infrastructure?
No. That is cynicism. It is skepticism. And it's uncalled for under this administration. This is an administration that does things right. There is a special advisor in charge of that social investment program, Mrs. Miriam Uwais. If you want details, he will give you the template for paying out that money. Anybody that says it's stands the risk of being reluted is living in the past.
Let me ask you, before I allow you to go, Mr. Adesina, are you aware that the party of your principal, the APC, is perhaps in some crisis? There is a faction that has emerged. Is your principal aware of this?
No, that is a party affair, and you have a spokesman for the party. You also have a new national chairman for the party. I'm sure they will respond to you if you reach them.
Because, I mean, your principal is a leader of the APC, and it will be interesting for Nigerians to know what exactly his feelings are about this situation. It does look like things are falling apart for his party.
Let me tell you how he has spent the day. We started the Federal Executive Council meeting in the morning. When it was 3 o'clock, the president left the council meeting and the vice president continued the meeting because he was going to receive the president of Namibia. And the president of Namibia was around till early evening when he left. So by the time I also left where the president was, we hadn't even heard this news. So I do not know how he responded to it when he got it.
Well, it doesn't matter now. We'll give you details of all what has happened in his party, is perhaps watching right now. Thank you so much, Mr. Adesina, for your time on the program tonight.